Hello, everybody. How's it going? Oh, I forgot to flip up the window. Whamp. There we are. Hi, everybody. How's it going? Alright, so, as you can see, we are starting a new game today. I'm going to be playing Star Trek Resurgence. Check something real quick. Window, are you sized right? Okay, it is sized right. There's like a letterboxing bar at the bottom or something. I'm seeing this little black bar, so I think that's supposed to be there, so we'll just never mind. So, yeah. Wrapped up Starfield last week and decided to keep the space theme going with some Star Trek. So, I'm gonna play this, and then I'm not sure. I know it's episodic, but I don't know how long it's gonna take to do each episode. So I'm thinking, since I only normally stream for about 2 hours, if we get to like the hour 20 mark and we're done with an episode, I might not roll straight into the next one just so that we're not here for longer than 2 hours. We'll see how I feel though. I'm really feeling up to it. Maybe we'll do a longer stream and do 2 episodes, but just a heads up. But I have not played this yet. This is my first time playing it. I've been wanting to play it since it was announced. Had to wait for it to clear the Epic embargo. Hey Vader, how's it going? What are you doing? What am I doing? Playing some Star Trek Resurgence, Vader. So I've never played before, so this will be all brand new to me. Yeah, Vader. What, Vader? What's Before I hit a button, before I start doing something, means what? Means maybe? Twitch. Vader, I forgot that we were playing this. Yes. Also, Twitch, why are you going to run an ad break? I just ran a 3-minute ad break. You're not supposed to run ads for another 60 minutes on my channel. You know what? I'm snoozing that. I snoozed it for 5 minutes. Okay, in 5 minutes it'll... Vader, you need to put it up on the big screen. Ooh, theater experience. Yeah. Alright, let me double check. I looked at settings earlier, but let me double check them. Right. Let's do music. Whoa, sound effects. You can stay here. Music about... I'm clicking on the music. What? Thank you. Okay, this here. That's the right resolution. Full screen. Brightness is half-ish. What do I think? Ooh. Oh. Whoa. Whoa. Let's look on stream. Look good. Probably good. Oh, excuse me. Why did I decide to start drinking carbonated water right at the beginning of stream? Vader, have I seen Unification? Have I? Vader, can you refresh my memory on what that is so I can remember if I have? Oh, the O-Toy short that just came out with the virtual Captain Kirk? Yes, I have seen that. It was pretty damn good. The de-aged Captain Kirk, they could do a little work on that. I don't know if it's just because I've seen Sam Witwer in so many different things, but I could see that it was Sam underneath the digital Kirk face, especially in one of his reaction shots where he kind of goes, oh. I was like, oh, that's Witwer. I could see it through the Kirk face, so that was Witwer. So other than that, it was good though. I wish they would get to the point though where they actually had the character start talking. For a fan movie, you think it was good? Yeah, I mean, it was great. I mean, the fact that they can do that at all is awesome. I'm glad that William Shatner's on board with letting them use his likeness, and so are like Nimoy's family and everything. Better than some of the movies, yeah. I also watched some of the behind the scenes interviews with like the actress that played Savick. They brought her back for that scene with her and Kirk and her and Spock's son, which was a cut line of dialogue from The Voyage Home where Kirk and Saavik are talking about how she's pregnant with Spock's kid. So they kind of unofficially tried to canonize it in the fan fandom, at least. So I see no motion blur. Turn on the subtitles. That okay. This is the extent of the settings. Cool. All right then. I haven't made any choices yet. We don't want to watch the credits. Extras we'll look at later. All right. Yeah, no, Vader. I don't know. Have you read Shatner's the books that he co-wrote with an author whose name I can't remember right now, that brought Kirk back after the events of Generations? Because that was a good book series, and I really wish that they would make that into official canon by making it into like even an animated series would be awesome. Vader, yeah, you're glad that Kim Cattrall did not want to make another movie, so you liked her much better as Vulcan. Kim Cattrall did not want to make another movie? What? I'm confused, Vader. Maybe my memory's bad. Did you mean Kirstie Alley, who played Saavik in the second movie? Yeah, second movie. Because Kirstie Alley played Saavik in 2, and then it was Robin Curtis who played her in 3, and then for that like 5 seconds in 4, and then they were gonna have Kim Cattrall reprise the role for 6, but she didn't want to play that character, so they made up the character of what was the Vulcan's name in that last movie that she played the Vulcan? But yes, Vader. Okay. I was like, wait, what? She didn't want to make another. They didn't make another. What? Okay. Oh, there's going to be an ad. You know, I'm going to let this ad break run. If it doesn't run, oh well, for those of you watching the VOD, you're not going to see it anyways. Vader, you like her much more. Yeah. Yeah, Kirstie Alley didn't do bad as Saavik. I mean, that was literally her first acting job. Like, actually, the very first thing she'd ever acted in was Wrath of Khan, so she did pretty good for that being her absolute first thing she ever did. But yeah, Robin Curtis did a good job with the role. I would have liked to have seen her in more of the franchise. But so my Twitch overlay thing is telling me that I'm about to have an ad break. I'm going to put off starting the game until the ad breaks ran. Whether it actually runs or not, I don't know. It shouldn't, but I'm just going to let it do it. Twitch is getting desperate. Also, it may not actually run because I've had it say, hey, ad coming up, and then it never actually runs. There it is. Ad break, 1 minute and 30 seconds. So if you're watching the VOD, go ahead and skip like another 1.5 minutes or so ahead if you just want to see the gameplay start already. Otherwise, I'm going to keep rambling about Star Trek stuff because Star Trek game. But yes, Vader. I've been debating on maybe playing some old school Star Trek games that I have for stream, just because I like sci-fi. But if that's something you think it'd be kind of cool, I mean, I know older games don't do really well, but let's be honest, my audience is pretty small to begin with, so I'm not worried about losing viewers. Because I play something ancient. The big question is going to be, can I get the ancient games running stably to be able to play them? So, the ad breaks at 25 seconds, and then we'll actually get into the game. But no, I'm excited for this game. I've been like I said or before, I've been wanting to play this since it was first announced. Had to wait for the Epic embargo. I call it the Epic embargo. Timed exclusivity bullshit to get done, and for it to make its way to Steam. Beta, you'd still love our Modatoon Legacy. You modded the crap out of it. Yes. So I actually have some of the boxes up on the wall. I can't point the camera at them because I don't want to mess with trying to move the camera because my It sits rather precariously. Not precariously. It sits on the monitor just so, and if I move it, I'm going to spend 5 minutes fixing it, but I have Star Trek The Next Generation, A Final Unity, which is literally one of the first games I ever played when I was like 10 years old or younger, maybe. On one of the first computers we ever had. I don't remember when it came out, but I know that it was an old DOS game, so I can tell you it was early 90s, not late 80s, it would have been too early. It would have been probably mid 90s, probably right about the time the show was ending is probably when it came out. I have Armada 2, Star Trek Hidden Evil, which was based off of one of the movie, or based around the time period of one of the movies, not directly on it. And then Bridge Commander, which is the one where you get to play as the unnamed captain and take command of your own ship, which that one was. Let's check my wall of boxes real quick. I should take a picture and share it at some point. I have game boxes all along the wall, and then over here on the wall you can't see, I have all of my action figures. So, alright, the ad break's way over at this point. Alright, let's actually jump into this, shall we? So, engage. Ooh, choose a save slot. Just to be different, I'll choose the end one. Why not? We'll go save slot 3. Begin. This is Dramatic Labs adventure. The relationships and events you are about to experience will be shaped by the choices you make. Oh, okay. It's like the old Telltale thing. Your choices will have consequences. From Dramatic Labs. Oh. Bonk. Okay, the only thing I don't like is the airlock.
Log, stardate 57931.4. The crew is restless. After spending too many months piecing our ship back together, we're finally about to venture out on a new mission.
What happened?
And the crew isn't letting this unprecedented ion storm slow them down.
Oh, storms.
They're ready for something different. I know I am. Perhaps more than any of them. Fortunately, nothing ever stays the same. It's entropy, the nature of the universe. Change is inevitable. And while entropy says order gives way to chaos, in this case, change is good.
Oh, I sabotaged myself.
Our new first officer is en route to the Resolute. Jara Rydek. I know she'll bring a welcome dose of new blood to the crew.
Huh. No. That's a weird shuttle. Just saying. There you got Elite Force 1 or 2. Those were good games. Right trigger? What does that mean? I'm not using a controller. I'm using the keyboard. Run, crouch. Crouch. Okay. Control. I don't like crouch. Just control. Tricorder, phaser, camera, interactive fire, phaser, aim, tricorder modes, pause. So, wait, how do I change? Oh. Oh. Use to move or use to control the camera. Okay. How do I look at the next slide? Oh, shooting. Wait, no. How do I... There's 4 dots. How do I go to the next dot? Next dot, arrow key? Okay, here we go. Use to interact. Interacting lights up when you're close enough to use them. Okay. Shift to run. You stop moving, you'll switch back to walking. Running's not always allowed. Fair enough. Crouching. Control, crouch, and go under obstacles. Tap crouch again to stand back up. Yeah, standard. Phaser. Excuse me. Okay. Hold, right click to leave cover. Left click to phaser. Enemies you may require more than one shot to stun them. Okay. What are we doing here? What are we doing here? Enemies will shoot at you when you are out of cover. Sparks and smoke in your cover will indicate they're trying to line up a shot. Oh. Release right click to duck into cover until their fire lets up. Oh, excuse me. If you take damage 3 times, you'll fail your mission? What? Okay. Enemies will also target your allies. If ally dies, you'll fail the mission. Great. If that box appears over the enemy, they are targeting an ally. If the box fills completely, your ally will take damage. Oh boy. This means you can do things. This means you can shoot things. Oh, explosives, yeah. Enemy ships. The enemy pilot must be shot down. What? Force field protecting the pilot will take a lot of damage before it goes down. When the force field's down, the pilot doesn't even mean. Alright, well. Right trigger! It thinks I'm using a controller. I might have to. You know what? Yeah, I am sure I want to restart. Because I want the what? Why can't I change the controller settings from here? Lame. Yeah, I know. My crew. Jara, Carter, Trolls, keyboard. Okay, so it said right trigger. Interact fire phaser. Okay, so it was the interact fire phaser button, which is left click. Okay, so I'm gonna have to hit left. No. I don't want to exit the game. I want to resume. Sorry. It's gonna be left click to catch the pad. Wait, that's not confusing at all. Now, and I'm sure it probably says, "Oh, you need to." Did I crash the game? Resume the game. There we go. I probably need to. I cannot skip this, can I? Nope, we're watching it. Alright, we're watching this again. I'm sure it says on the store page, best with a controller. But I defy those rules. I never use a controller. The only time I ever use a controller is when I absolutely have to.
After spending too many months piecing our ship back together, finally about to venture out on a new mission.
Finally, the waiting's been killing us.
And the crew isn't letting this unprecedented ion storm slow them down. They're ready for something different. I know I am. Perhaps more than any of them. Fortunately, nothing ever
Thought I heard
stays
something
the
over
same.
there.
It's entropy.
Oh, don't drink bubbly water when you're about to go live on stream. Let me tell you.
Inevitable.
That was dumb of me.
Entropy says order gives way to chaos.
But the lemon water sounded so yummy. Oh well. Alright. Catch the pad.
Our new first officer is en route to the Resolute.
Haha, that rhymes.
Jara Rydek. I know she'll bring a welcome dose of new blood to the crew.
Gee, what species is that? That has the little ridge on the forehead. Hey, it actually showed the right icon this time. Hells yeah.
Thanks.
No problem.
I'm not great with flying,
And you're in Starfleet?
but these little shuttles are the worst.
Stick around in Starfleet and you'll be sure to see worse than this. I have.
And you're here to talk about it.
In the flesh.
That's good.
Be fine, Ensign.
Sorry, I'm a little anxious.
I hadn't noticed.
I'm on my way to my first assignment. When we get to the starbase, I'm transferring on to the Resolute.
So am I.
Alright. What are you saying, Vader? Oh, Quasi! Hey, Quasi, how's it going? Welcome. After 10 plus, it's time for you to buy a new controller. The character starts walking by themselves and turning around without me doing anything. Yeah, you probably want a new controller. You can make a character as a preset. It's two. You play as two preset characters. Jara, who is the female character that was just talking, and then the engineer Carter, who we haven't met yet. and you take turns. It's kind of like one of the Telltale games. You just take turns switching between them throughout the story. And then Quasi, you repeated your thing about the controller. Or was it the controller posting it again for you? It's so buggy. Vader, what is the nature of medical emergency? Oh, all right.
It won't be easy for Jara to step in at the 11th hour like this. But if she's half the officer I knew she could become when she was a cadet at Starfleet Academy,
Cool.
she'll be the XO this ship needs right now.
Oh, an Excelsior class. Based upon Star Trek, created by Gene Roddenberry. I'm just happy that this is set in the Rime art aesthetic, at least. Timeline. Change of station. It's a weird little shuttle, though, but I mean, hey, they made up a new shuttle for this game, whatever. Vader, Kira class? Yeah. Oh, excuse me. I should not have drank bubbly water. That's an interesting version of the uniform. Quasi, is that a Deep Space Nine station? No, I don't know what station this is. Starbase something something? Check in at security. Okay. Oh, we can't. Okay, of course not, because we're on the station.
A starbase on the very edge of
Starbase 182. That's where we are.
long way from home now.
Vader, you missed those movies. The first 6. Quasi DS9 was your favorite series. Nice. It's my second favorite.
Commander? I'm not usually such a nervous wreck, by the way. I actually did well at the academy.
Oh yeah?
Maybe you've heard of the Torvalin test?
Sounds familiar.
It's a tactical simulator that makes the Kobayashi Maru look like a picnic on Pintaris 5. Anyway, I finished in the top 20. Not just in my class. I mean, all time. In the history of the Academy.
Really? That's quite impressive.
Thank you. It was tough. But you know, I set my mind to it and it paid off.
Hold on, it's in game. Vader, you will make a Star Trek weekend next week. Food and Starfleet. Nice. Quasi, even though that's your favorite season, your favorite character is Worf. I'm assuming that's what that was meant to say. It looks like maybe your keyboard exploded. Worf, yes. Yeah, I translated it. Yeah, Worf was one of my favorite characters. TNG is my favorite series just because that was one I grew up with. DS9 second. Strange New Worlds is actually my third now at this point. And then Lower Decks, original series. No, Voyager, then original series. To be fair, original series takes a bit of a debuff because of just how old it is. And then like Disco. It's towards the end. But I love all Star Trek, so. Quasi, you got it. Fat fingers isn't telling you. Yeah, it happens. No worries. Alright, let's check in here and get to our duty assignment, shall we?
Please place your hand here.
Okay.
Hold it there for a few seconds.
Sure. She's wearing a ring on her finger. Wonder if it has any significance.
Welcome, Commander Rydek.
Wait, you're Jara Rydek? You absolutely crushed the Torvalin test. You finished in what, like the top 3?
That would be me.
Now I'm really... It's an honor to meet you, Commander. Sorry, I didn't realize before. I just came off the shuttle and was glad to be on solid ground.
The pleasure's mine, Ensign.
Paul Calloway.
Good to meet you.
I believe Commander Ermot is expecting you. He's in the concourse just ahead.
See you on the Resolute.
Oh. Boo, hey. Find Commander Ermot. Okay. Well, that's the elevator. That's the check-in station. So I just need to go down the corridor. Pretty simple. Oh, repair status. It looks like they got pretty much everything finished. Getting close, anyways.
Good day, Commander.
Hello. I can't actually respond. Oh, storm report. Looks stormy. What? Oh, it is the Resolute. Okay. Do. Strategic applications, command tech center, expedite initiatives, dynamic services, virtual rooms like holodecks, delivery corridors, convenience store. Oh, it's a door. It's like the port, the step portals, integrated decks, and streamlines. Sure. Camera, why do you keep trying to get ahead of me? He says it's close.
If I remember my briefing, Commander Ermot is a Bolian, so I'm looking for someone with blue skin.
Characters making comments for people who've never watched Star Trek before. That's nice.
Are you all right?
Yeah, I'm just... Well, I'm not sure where my departure dock is. The Resolute's gonna leave without me.
Look here. The Resolute is leaving from this dock.
Ah, you're right. Nerves must be getting to me.
Was everyone on this ship going to be nervous?
Thanks so much, Commander.
Alright, let's see who else we can talk to before we find Ermot. Not this group. There he is. Him. Them. Fair enough. Went over. Oh, hey, here's something I can interact with. There's something I can interact with. Oh, there's something I can interact with.
Starbase 128 has 4 docks.
Only 4? Station looks a lot bigger than just having 4. But alright.
I'll replicate myself a meal once I'm on board.
Fair enough.
Excuse me, have you seen a Bolian around here?
Yes, sir. Right back there, near the replicator.
Ah, there he is. Thank you.
Happy to help, Commander.
Alright. Oh, what species has deep red skin? I don't recognize that species. That's cool. I feel rude walking between you two. Of course, that's the only way I can go. Alright, can I get behind you?
Excuse me.
Nope. Let's walk through. It's so rude. Commander Ermot.
Welcome to the edge of the galaxy, Commander Rydek.
Oh god, I recognize that
I'm
voice.
Commander Jara Rydek, operations officer on the Resolute.
Who is that?
Commander?
Why is that voice so
I
familiar?
hope there wasn't too much trouble getting here. This storm isn't making anything easy for us right now. I know conditions are less than ideal at the moment.
It was a bit bumpy, but otherwise okay.
My apologies. This storm is unlike anything I've seen before. We're grateful you were able to come fill our first officer vacancy at such short notice.
What happened?
From everything I've read and everything I've heard, we're lucky you were available to us. Coming from a premier starship and all. To our little research vessel.
What exactly have you heard about me?
First in your class at the Academy. Received the Starfleet Award of Valor during the Dominion War. Most recently, tactical officer and chief of security on the U.S.S. Endeavor.
Ooh, Endeavor, fancy.
You've done your homework.
Like I said, we're very lucky.
Ah, I love the
U.S.S. Resurgence.
melding of the classic look with the
She
modern.
may not look like much compared to the bigger ships, but as far as science vessels go, she can more than hold her own. And she doesn't look so bad considering 6 months ago she was nearly cracked in half, venting plasma, fighting for her life.
Damn.
It was an accident?
The equipment malfunction. An accident suggests fault, but no one's to blame. It was a planned test, but the warp core was pushed beyond its limits. It destabilized the dilithium, there was a runaway reaction, and the warp bubble deformed.
Ooh.
We thought we could reach a higher resonant frequency, but it was more than she could handle. Cost us our first officer and 22 of our crew.
Damn.
At the end of the day, we're all responsible for each other.
I can't even begin to imagine what that must have been like for you. I'm so sorry for your loss.
Thank you. It does weigh heavy. There are some things you can't forget.
Did you lose anyone close to you?
Too many. And to that, I'll just say, you have big shoes to fill.
Oh, good.
Listen, I realize you've known Captain Solano for quite some time, and I'm sure you're ready to bring your best. But I should warn you that when the captain announced you would be the new first officer, there were those who felt it was a mistake, that he should have promoted from within.
Ah.
So you might want to tread lightly at first. Until they come to value your contributions as much as he does.
Thank you. Always good to have a sense for what you're walking into.
I just thought you ought to know.
I appreciate it.
Star.
Hold on a second. What was that bit? Oh, Enterprise E is amazing. But you think the Sovereign's your most beautiful ship. Sovereign's pretty nice. I am a hardcore Galaxy class fan. Enterprise D, and just all the Galaxy ships, my personal favorite. But the Sovereign is a close second.
Fleet has assigned us a high priority mission to the Hotari.
Though there's something to be said about the classic beauty of those old Constitution ships.
Let the captain brief you on board. I know he's eager to see you.
Will we be mission ready in time?
We have every intention. The crew has been working around the clock to get the ship ready. There's still so much to do.
Oh. Ah, here he is. Oh, what the heck happened to that thing?
Stuck. I got just the thing.
Plasma torch. I'm willing to bet it's this one. Aha! Torch it up. Supposed to be doing something? Oh, I see. I hold it in the middle. Okay. And it's fighting me. Well, these little mini puzzle things. Oh. Better just use the phaser, right? Wow, that's a long way to travel. This unit needs to be replaced for sure. Man, look at how shiny the new one is.
That...
D plus this.
is that.
Okay. At least it wasn't spinning it around again. The lower decks. Why is... Oh, they're on top of the shuttle. I was like, what are they doing?
I thought that thing was totally fried.
I recognize that voice.
Nice work, Carter.
Nothing to it, Neely.
Don't know
And not a
why.
moment too soon.
I recognize it, but I
The
do.
boss wants us down in engineering. Like, now.
Like now? Okay. I don't think there's a need to run. Okay, I'll do it because the game wants me to. No option to. Ooh.
Good to see her fully operational again. And if she breaks, we'll just fix her.
Junction 34B gets access.
Jeffrey's tubes.
Engineering.
I heard the new XO just arrived. Won't be long before we get underway. I just hope whatever Chovak called us down for, it's something good. I can never tell with him. I'd rather not end up degaussing plasma manifolds. Hanging upside down makes me queasy.
You and me working together, we can tackle anything he throws at us.
Your optimism is positively contagious.
She's a trill.
Looks like we got here before.
Lieutenant Commander Chovak.
We were just looking for you, Commander.
Petty Officers Ed Salar, Diaz. I was beginning to think you would be late. We are all hands on deck right now, which means if you are not at your post at the appointed time, I do not have someone to replace you. A point I have been forced to make to Petty Officer Edsalar on repeated occasions.
Apologies for the delay, Commander.
I do not want your apologies. Simply see to it that it does not happen again.
So, I don't suppose you wanted us down here to check in before we go off duty?
Nope.
Equip yourselves in EV suits to work on the exterior of the hull. I need you to tune the structural integrity field for optimal performance. The subspace distortions and ionic interference we are experiencing are preventing the proper calibration.
Spacewalk.
The ship must be ready to depart shortly, despite the storm. The precise nature of these disturbances are not fully understood. But many systems have been affected by the wide band of emissive activity.
Whatever it throws at us, we'll be ready. We've got the best chief engineer in the fleet.
I am a Vulcan, Mr. Diaz. Flattery is not necessary. All that I require is that you do your job. Right now, that entails critical preparations, because long-range sensors show that these disturbances will be more severe at our destination, the Hotari system.
Vader, you had Star Trek license plate for a while in your car in Germany? Oh, that's awesome. Plates have city, 2 letters, numbers, so you took NCC 666. Oh, 1701 was not possible since they only have 3 digits for numbers. 666. The car from hell? Oh, ad break. No! Wait. Okay, it says ad break starts in 13 seconds, but it's frozen at 13 seconds. I don't know if that's actually going to happen or not. Alright, now that I'm done with the bubbly water, I'll get my non-bubbly water back over here. Are you breaking or not? I'm gonna go with no. Alright, so Lieutenant Commander Chovak found Carter to be respectful and responsible when he and Delasar are almost late in engineering. Oh, I see. It's giving me my impressions. Gotcha. So wait, what did Commander Ermont think of Jara? Jara made a good first impression with Commander Ermont, coming off as inquisitive and appreciative while showing empathy for what the crew of the Resurgence suffered. Ensign Calloway was grateful for Jara's helpful guidance when he was nervous on the shuttle flight. Nice.
You have your orders. Do not delay.
Yes,
Roger
Commander
that.
Chovak.
Okay. It says there's an ad break, so we're going to pause for the ad break. Quasi. It fooled you. It started while you were talking. No. It's okay. We will sit and wait for the ad break to end so that no one has to miss anything exciting. So, yeah, Vader. The vanity plates are cool. I just thought it'd be neat to have 1701, but I can only imagine it's probably taken here where I live. So, excuse me, yawn out of nowhere. But 12 seconds. So far, I'm loving the game. Vader, did I play Legacy? Star Trek Legacy? Yes. I played it back on Xbox when it first came out, and I actually recently, I think it was last year, I bought a copy off of, I bought a used copy of the PC version last year. That was the last game. No, it wasn't the last game, but that game I think I was using a controller for because keyboard and mouse with that was just miserable because it wasn't really optimized for that. Looks like our ad break's over, so let's go. But yes, I did play Legacy, and what's the other Star Trek game I played that was out around the same time? I don't remember, but that was published by Bethesda, which was that was the first. Actually, I think that makes that the first Bethesda published game I ever played.
All hands on deck.
What's that?
All hands on deck. That's what Chovok said. You know what that means? It means this ship isn't ready to go out and the brass know it.
Vader, that was the only game that let you fly the Delta Flyer mod and the Borg Enhanced Delta Flyer? Oh, nice.
So they're throwing every warm body at it. And they're going to leave on schedule.
You gotta have some faith, Nilly. Starfleet Command wouldn't send us out if we weren't ready.
6 months ago, I probably would have said the same thing. But this isn't just any old refit or any old relaunch.
Oh, whoa.
Excuse me.
A lot of new faces coming on board. It's gotta be tough coming as a replacement. That's for sure.
They seem alright. Something that happened 6 months ago while they were off on another ship? Well, that's nothing to hold against them.
Yeah, you're right. I guess getting a little new blood on board doesn't hurt. Hold on. Now there's an old face I didn't expect to see again. Hey, Miranda!
You weren't gonna leave without me, were you?
Miranda, you're here?
We thought you were staying on the Adirondack.
Transfer came in at the last minute, so I figured I'd slum it on this bucket of bolts.
Adirondack?
Looks like you got her back together pretty nicely. I wasn't sure what to expect.
I'm gonna take the high road here.
Oh!
And welcome you aboard.
It's an LCS Breach raid. Hey, Raiders. How's it going? Raiders. Right. Hey, Crab. How's it going? How's everyone doing? Give the Raiders a chance to get in, get comfy. Alexander. Thanks for the raid, Al. Brittany, you know this game? Awesome. Al, thanks for the raid. Hey, Raiders, how's it going? Welcome in. As usual, if it's late for you and you're tired and you need to go crash out, relax, by all means. Or grab some snacks, some drinks, come back, settle in. We'll play some Star Trek if you're going to go to bed or want to go watch something or just whatever. No worries. Crob, currently prepping Delta Green, so your brain's about to explode. Oh, Rob, I know well you feel. Well, I feel for you. I wouldn't want to run a Delta Green. I barely know how to play a Delta Green. Tredge E, how's it going? No problemo. Time for some Star Trek, I guess. Yeah, not too far into it. Just got started with Carter, so not too far in. Blade Dancer, you don't know this game. Ah, you're about to find out, Blade Dancer. Alexander, you're thinking about getting this game? I've not played it yet, first playthrough, but if you're a Star Trek fan, so far, I'm loving it. Alexander, drink it up. Drink it up. Dredge redeemed hydrate? Alright, I can do that. I just finished my bubbly water, so we're going back to the flat water. Yum. Room temperature water. Vader, shrimp water. No shrimpy water here. Clear, cool Cascade, crystal clear water here. I don't even know if it comes from the Cascades, to be honest with you. But it sounds good, right? Alexander, you definitely Star fan. Nice. Quasi, your phone must hate Twitch. It went blank screen. Oh no, Quasi. The battery's not dying, is it, Quasi? Also, I don't even know if Quasi can hear me right now if the screen went blank. But I've heard from other people that the Twitch app sucks ass, so might just be the app. Being the app. You were started and Twitch is working now. Sweet. Alright, so it really does, Quasi. Yeah, unfortunately. Alright, everyone. For those of you sticking around, thanks for sticking around. Get comfy. We'll do a little bit of Star Trekking. Sorry, my watch is chiming at me. Battery's low. Crap. Oh, we're going to be playing Star Trek RPG's Eunice on the podcast. I am excited for that. I hope it happens sooner than later. Alright. Hope everyone's comfortable. Let's jump into it.
He's a better diplomat than I am.
He still owes me a bottle of Saurian brandy. Don't think I forgot.
What?
Oh yeah, it's coming back to me now.
Maybe Carter can rustle up that bottle and we can give you a proper welcome. As soon as we wrap up this quick little spacewalk.
I have to grab this from him, aren't I? Yep.
Here, let me help you.
Thanks.
So what's the word? Are you back in the security rotation?
Yep. Still running with the usual suspects.
Whoa.
Good to go. See you on the other side.
Activating magnetic souls.
Magnetic souls? Is that what we're calling it? Say mag boots. Yay, we have to go walking out space. Nothing wrong with that, right? What could possibly go wrong with that? Right? That view, though. Oh.
Never gets old.
Let's go.
Where are? Oh, we're on the edge of the saucer. Damn. Brittany, space is so pretty. Indeed. Quasi, nothing can go wrong. Famous last words. Yes. Hey there, Mr. Worf. Do you remember your zero-G combat training? Worf was not thrilled to go out in the hull of the ship. Alexander, DS9 is your favorite, next gen and then Voyager, but it's what you grew up on. Nice, Alexander. TNG's my fave, but that's because it was my first Star Trek. Oh, we're going back in to take commanders? Yep. Control the commander. All hands.
Captain Solano should be here momentarily. You'll have to forgive me, I don't know much about Kobleods. But my understanding is you need a steady supply of duridium to keep your cell structure stabilized, or bad things start to happen.
That's what the ring
We have
is.
plenty of duridium in sickbay, so there's no risk of running out.
Thank you.
Feel free to make yourself at home. And help yourself to whatever you like from the replicator.
As you grew up on TOS, your grandpa loved that show. Nice. Alexander, but Cisco did punch Q. True. Snoop around a little. Or for the
I can't
cannery.
believe he keeps this around. Don't even know where mine is.
Yeah, it happens. Purple rock.
The first mineral Captain Solano ever discovered. Always was the nostalgic type.
Is that the third? I think it is. Earth.
Can't wait to plot a course myself.
Oh, let's see here. Alexander Picard is the best captain. I won't disagree. You like Captain Picard? Crop. Oh, hey, FYI, there's a DG character sheet on Roll20, so if you want to be able to just button stuff. Oh, yes, Crop. Let's totally do that tomorrow. That'd be awesome. I would totally love to be integrated character sheet stuff on Roll20. It makes life so much easier. I like that globe. I also like the little like mountains across the west side of North America like that. That's pretty cool. Yeah.
Just a sip of something.
Let's do tea.
Tea.
Oh, she didn't say Earl Grey. No. Well, that's a very basic Starfleet mug. Can be one of the cool ones.
That's lovely.
Also, they're using the transporter sound effect, and that's the wrong sound effect.
Jara Rydek. Last time I saw you, it was graduation from the academy. You'd already secured one of the most prestigious assignments possible. And you were burning with enough ambition to fuel 7 trips around the Necrid Expanse.
It's good to see you again, Captain.
I could not be happier to have you on the Resolute. My only regret is that we couldn't provide you with a warmer welcome. The arrival of a first officer to her new ship deserves a bit of fanfare.
That would be totally unnecessary. I don't need any pomp and circumstance.
You've been here all of 5 minutes, and already you're trying to make us more efficient. I like it. As I'm sure you've heard, we've had a rough go of it these last 6 months. The ship suffered some damage, but not near.
Okay, let's see here. Vader, Earl Grey hot. Rob, lol, you would do that. Who doesn't? Rob, that person is me. No! Oh, I forgot. Don't hit escape.
As much as the crew.
You'll have to forgive me. I don't really know the details.
Starfleet has been kind enough to keep the story contained. Probably because they want to protect me. But I don't mind telling you. We were on the verge of a major scientific breakthrough. A quantum leap forward in warp core technology. 10,000 teradynes per second. The ability to travel at a sustained rate of speed longer, faster than we ever dreamed. What would have been the crowning achievement of my career? Right there, within our grasp. Until it all went so horribly wrong. We pushed her too hard, and a warp core malfunction overloaded the system, creating a pressure gradient way beyond what the ship can handle. It was heartbreaking. We lost some of our best people. As captain, I have to take full responsibility. It was my decision to make, and I have to live with the consequences.
We all know the risks when we sign up. There are no guarantees. As much as we tell ourselves otherwise.
True. But as captain, my job is to mitigate and manage the risks as much as possible. And that's where I failed. In my defense, I will say, I might have avoided the whole ordeal if my senior staff had been willing to trust me. There was a lot of pushback from my former XO, and I think that cost me his confidence. I don't want you to pull any punches. Certainly not on my account. But once we decide on a course of action, I need everyone to fully commit to the mission. Anything short of that just won't work. And that's when things start to go sideways.
Whether I agree or disagree, I can promise that I'll be honest to a fault.
Good. That's exactly what I'm looking for. But at the end of the day, it has to be my call. Look, I'll be blunt. We can't afford another mistake. Or at least, I can't. I feel like my career is hanging in the balance here. We need a win. Something to restore the crew's confidence.
I understand.
On a more positive note, Starfleet has tasked us with what they're calling a mission of the highest priority. Escorting a senior diplomat to Hotari space. Two previously peaceful and otherwise non-aggressive civilizations now find themselves on the brink of all-out war.
Uh-oh. Alexander, he seems shady.
Mission.
I see it as a golden opportunity to not only prove what the Resolute and her crew are truly capable of, but also a mission for which we're uniquely qualified.
Yeah.
This ionic storm. Our long-range sensors suggest it's several orders of magnitude stronger than anything on record. A total anomaly like nothing we've seen before. And you'll never guess where it leads.
Hotari.
Exactly.
Hmm.
Nearly in the precise location where we're headed. Where I imagine the interference will be exponentially greater. But the diplomat will brief us on the details of the rendezvous.
So basically, we're being sent into the eye of a storm, more powerful than anything on record.
Well, yes. But we're taking every precaution. But I don't want to get ahead of myself. I expect we'll have some rough sledding when we arrive, so I need you to prepare the crew for the worst. There's just one more thing I want to clarify up front. The metric that for me will be the ultimate measure of your success.
What is it?
If after serving as my first officer, you don't one day find yourself with a ship of your own, then I will consider it my personal failure. When that might happen is entirely up to you. But it goes without saying, you have my full support.
Thank you. But I feel like I still have so much to learn.
You'll have plenty of opportunity. And if you're willing to put in the work, I'll do everything in my power to help you along the way. Come. Let me introduce you to the crew.
Alright, let's see. Captain Solano was reassured by Jara's modesty and leadership potential after the first meeting. Yay! Alexander, don't ruin my career. Yeah! Oh, cool. Love the fake wood trimming.
Everyone, if I could have your attention for a moment. I'd like to introduce Commander Jara Rydek, our new first officer. Some quick introductions. This is Lieutenant Handar, our helmsman, one of the best in the business.
One of?
Well, what he lacks in humility, he more than makes up for in ability.
A pleasure to meet you, Commander.
Likewise.
Next, we have Commander Westbrook, our Chief Science Officer. I've come to rely on his expert counsel on a regular basis.
Pleasure.
Commander Rydek, it is such an honor to meet you.
This is our Tactical Officer, Lieutenant Bedrosian, who's been looking forward to
Bedrosian?
meeting you for about as long as I can remember.
I've been following your career for quite some time. And I look forward to learning as much as I can from you.
If anything, the honor is mine.
Well, I have to admit, one of the reasons I've followed your career is because you're part Kobliad.
Yes, Crub, it
because
is.
of what you've overcome. Starfleet stands up for people who can't defend themselves. And you were one of those people once. But since then, you've done so much to protect others who need it. I really admire that. So, you've been something of an inspiration to me. Not that I've done anything close to what you've done.
You really do know a thing or two about me. I'm glad I could inspire you, but it's important to chart your own path.
Thanks. You can count on it.
The audio changed a little bit there.
And then, of course, you've already met Commander Ermont. Please, do everything you can to make Commander Rydek feel at home here. I'll be on the starbase. Have an urgent meeting with the starbase commander to get our authorization to get underway. If they drag their feet any longer, we won't make our rendezvous. The bridge is yours.
Wait, can I make the game a little bit louder? Yeah. I think so. Where is this? Okay, let's try. Let me know if it needs to be louder still. Go back to my other window. I don't need to go back to my other window. What am I thinking? Okay, no. You know, I think I'll tweak it up. There. So I'm at -14, so if it needs to be a little more, let me know. Ooh, we didn't read this one. Is it holding out hope to me? Ooh, chemistry. Sit in the captain's chair when ready? What if I'm not ready? This.
Turbolift could take me anywhere on the ship, but I'm right where I need to be.
Insightful.
The helm. The Resolute is a refitted Centaur class, meaning it's capable of quick maneuvers. Can't wait to see what she can do.
That better, Vader, or does it need to be louder? Let me know. Turbo lift. Okay, does this seem like it shouldn't be quite as tall? Like, it feels like she's having to like reach up like
Tactical station. Hopefully a diplomatic.
Vader, a bit more conversation needs to be louder, just a tad bit. Okay, let me double check my. Yeah, I got everything boxed out on here, so. This was made for Warfighter, yeah, right? Okay, let me. Up to negative. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna risk blowing your. No, I'm not. I'm risking blowing this out. I'm kidding. I'm gonna bump it up. Okay, we're at -10.5. Let's see how that goes.
Mission won't require we use our weapon, but if it comes to that.
Okay, I can tell by the way or the levels. That's still kind of cool. Throw caution to the wind. -7.
We'll be ready.
Quasi better. Okay. Seeing where it's hitting, I'm gonna doop to there. Okay, so if it gets too loud, let me know and I'll bring it back down. Yeah, OBS, calm down. I know you don't like it when I alt tab. Ching ching. Zing zing. Zing zing. What? Tactical hollow.
Tactical hollow dais. Just like they've got on the Excelsior.
Oh, fancy. Take seat to begin command. Alright, let's do it.
Commander, Chief Engineer Chovak needs to lower the structural integrity field. He's sent a crew out to recalibrate the emitters in response to the danger posed by the storm.
Quasi's perfect. Nice.
We just need your go-ahead.
Permission granted.
Lowering structural integrity field, now.
Entering maintenance mode. Condition blue.
Condition blue? Wasn't condition storm surge? Wasn't condition blue the
like
alert condition when they detected the Omega particle?
Every time we're out here, I half expect to see her in pieces again.
She's still got some scars on her. It adds character.
When I joined Starfleet, all I wanted was a ride out of town. But this isn't exactly how I pictured it.
On the outside of the ship?
No. Sometimes it feels like we're just part of the machinery. Don't you want more than that? I mean, Starfleet is noble and all, but it's still a machine.
I am more than that. And so are you. You wanted to get away. I enlisted because I didn't want to wait years just to get out and see the galaxy. I wanted to go somewhere. See new worlds. Look up at a sky no one's ever seen before.
Blue daboo dee.
Just because I'm cranking a hyperspanner up in a Jeffries tube today doesn't mean that's all I'll ever be.
Alright, what did it say? It gave us the... Itzelar felt inspired by Carter's words of encouragement. Yay! Inspiration!
Diaz to Commander Chovak. We are at the SIF emitter.
Acknowledged. You may proceed with the recalibration.
Calibration tool. Later, assimilate.
Beginning recalibration.
Tune nodes to center the circular indicators. Nodes? Okay.
Looks good. That wasn't so hard.
Commander Westbrook, right? Chief Science Officer.
You remembered my name and my rank. Impressive. Yes, I'm the Chief Science Officer, and I have the dubious honor of being the most senior officer on this bridge. I know this ship inside and out. Better than just about anyone.
What a very impressive list of credentials.
This is a research and discovery ship, first and foremost. Now with a former tactical officer as its new first officer.
Oh, he's jealous.
I'm curious, though. A Kobliad, or half in your case, is an odd choice for first officer, given your vulnerable condition and all. But if, as an example, we found ourselves in a hostile situation, and you were suddenly incapacitated because you needed an infusion, what would happen then? You'd leave Captain Solano without an XO. Granted, that would be a worst-case scenario, but not outside the realm of possibility.
That's very kind of you to be concerned about my well-being. But you don't need to trouble yourself on my account. I'll be fine.
Well, I wouldn't say I was concerned, just curious, that's all. Listen, can I be blunt, Commander?
I see no reason to stop now.
Commander Sutherland, your predecessor, was one of the best first officers in all of Starfleet. His record was impeccable and his reputation was without equal. I mean no disrespect, but the shoes you're stepping into are almost impossible to fill. He was loved by the crew, and he was one of my closest friends. So I can only hope that you'll live up to expectations.
I don't think I could ever replace Commander Sutherland. And it would be a mistake to even try.
Seeing as Captain Solano is on the starbase...
Okay, it says we have an ad break. Do we have an ad break? Alexander, what a dick. Yeah, definitely coming off as a... That's why I chose the thanks for your concern option, because I was trying to throw it back in his face a little. Peter, if you want to work for my company, the first interview you'll have, my boss will ask Star Trek or Star Wars, and there's no right answer, but he wants to hear what you choose and why you choose it. You knew then that you really wanted to work there. Nice. It's always fun when they make it a fun question like that. That's a to get to know you sort of thing. All right. The ad break timer's counting down. I don't know if there is an ad. We're gonna wait for it to finish. It's stuck. See if I'm stuck on the screen. There it is. Okay, it's almost over. Vader, we're a bunch of super nerds. Nice. Alright, it's getting there. Alright, really quick while that ad break is finishing up. I think it's finishing up. Quasi and proud of it. Yeah. Give me a second. I'm going to open a window. I'm back. Crab, it snowed there yesterday? Yeesh. It's only about 46 here. I'm starting to feel a little warm, so crack the window next to me. Well, next to me. It's way over there. Alright, ad break over. Good. If there even was one, I don't know. Let's see. Oh, right. I shift-tabbed. Commander Westbeck was left with mixed feelings about Jara's suitability as the new first officer after they first met in the bridge. Yeah, well, you know.
Let me give you an update on this ion storm we're flying into. It's unusual, unlike anything I've ever seen. At the moment, I can't tell you if the Resolute will shrug it off or if we're putting ourselves at risk. However, if we learn more about its patterns, its nature, we can come up with a scientific countermeasure. Just a moment.
What's happening? Plus, you'll probably get snow sooner in the next.
We've got a massive
next year.
energy wave inbound on screen.
Tracing its trajectory.
Starbase docking clamps are holding.
The storm's emissions are fluctuating, coming in waves. And if my projections are right, we're about to get hit by a wide-band burst of ionic energy, like a tsunami.
Well, that'll suck.
I'm reading power abnormalities all over the ship.
Red alert.
Aye. Evacuating main gangway and retracting.
Putting sensor visualization on screen.
With the structural integrity field shut down, we can't take a direct hit.
Time to impact. 1 minute.
Shield systems are severely impacted. We have limited protection.
I need every available solution. What are our options?
We can weaken the impact of the storm with a deflector pulse.
There's a better way.
I'm sending all auxiliary power to the deflector dish.
Send the aux power to the shields. We can't reactivate the entire shield bubble, but it's a directional threat. So we can orient all we have towards the wave. You have to believe me.
We only get one shot at this. We can't afford to get it wrong.
Petrosian, get those shields up.
Rerouting power to shields. Stand by. I need a heading. We've only got one shot.
Understood. On my command.
Heading locked.
Raise shields.
Oh boy. Vader always shields. Yeah, right?
This is it!
All hands, brace for impact.
What happened?
We have experienced a surge of radiation.
Ooh, shit.
Oh, you don't say.
This radiation supercharged the plasma, forcing it to backflush through the system and creating a dangerous imbalance.
Blow out every primary system on the ship.
Just tell us where you need us.
I need you to traverse the hull to the access port to recalibrate the port nacelle plasma regulator.
On it. Oh, with shields, I agree, because even if we had blunted the force of the wave, we still would have been hit by it, but with no shielding.
We've reached the first access point.
Understood. Do you see the override for the level 1 failsafe circuits?
Yep.
Affirmative.
Engage the override. It should allow us to stop the EPS flow to the warp engine without triggering an automatic core shutdown.
Failsafe override engaged.
Here we go.
Are you sure? I am registering some crosstalk in the bypass circuit.
We need to route the signals so they don't
True,
interfere
we blocked
with each
some of
other.
the radiation damage too. Oh, I'm putting chips in spots. I love it. God, the mouse is sluggish though. Let me see if I can change that. Mouse. Camera sensitivity? Aim sensitivity. Let's try upping the aim sensitivity a little. Maybe that'll fix it. I feel like it's aim sensitivity I'm struggling with.
Diaz to Resolute. The failsafes are temporarily disabled. Moving on to the EPS regulator.
Heads up, Carter.
What is that?
What the hell?
One of the discharges coalesced.
It's coming right toward us. I'm gonna try to disrupt it with my phaser.
I am? I mean, I am. Haha.
So we gotta climb up the pylon. Not that there's really an up, but, you know.
Yeah, that's fine. Oh, shit. We got 4 minutes. Away from me. Oh, go back. Oh, shooting gallery.
We're almost to the regulator.
Can we sprint? I imagine not. Oh! Ow!
Are you alright?
Yeah. Suit took most of it. Snuck up on me.
That damaged your suit. Energy dampening is down to 60%.
We're at the regulator. Opening the access panel.
I am now halting the EPS flow to the port nacelle. We have little time before it causes an overload in the engine. You must work efficiently.
Aye, aye, Commander.
EPS manifold adjusters reset to neutral.
Oh god, I gotta change things. Oh.
The EPS lines to the port warp engine are back in balance. Almost done. Once I cycle the manifold nozzles, Chovak can...
Now even Crop learned something? Uh-oh. That docking clamp's not so much a clamp anymore. Oh, space debris, space debris, space debris. Shotgun just went off and beside the ship. Great. Oh, shit.
Get down! Diaz to bridge. We just lost the docking clamp.
Son bitch.
We've got a lot of debris coming down. All vibrations, too. We can't finish the EPS regulation in these conditions. Please advise.
We have to release the ship from that other docking clamp or the hull will be ripped apart.
There's a problem. The clamps are supposed to disengage automatically in an emergency, but it's not working.
Not working.
What are our options?
The docking clamps are fitted with exploding bolts for an emergency release.
We've got crew out there. That'd be like setting off a bomb next to them.
Maybe there's another way.
Starbase is hailing us.
Put him through.
Resolute, the remaining mooring arm is failing. You need to disengage from the starbase now. The damage to the station will be catastrophic.
We have crew outside and are looking for the
We have
safest
people
way to...
on this station. If that mooring arm breaks, we could lose dozens of crew.
Commander, hear me out. Reverse the polarity of the hull, which theoretically...
Vader, they did not use structural integrity. 0 out of 10 the whole game. Oh no.
will repel the docking clamps.
And repel the engineering crew right off the hull into the storm.
This is Captain Solano. Put me on screen.
Go ahead. Captain, we have a situation.
Commander, what are you doing? Blow the bolts on the docking clamp.
The captain doesn't know the whole story.
I'm giving you an order. Jara?
Captain, you brought me here because you trusted me. Can you trust me now?
You better be sure you make the right decision.
The captain made himself quite clear.
They're gonna get hammered with debris out there. Reverse the polarity.
There is protocol.
And there are lives.
Starbase, stand by. We're gonna flip hull polarity to disengage the clamps.
Yes, Commander.
Repair crew, this is active.
Ultra don't kill anyone. We'll see.
Advised, we are going to reverse hull polarity to free us from the remaining docking clamp. Tether yourself and deactivate your boots on my mark.
Understood.
8, 7, 6, 5.
Oh,
4,
shit.
3, 2, 1. Mark!
Woo! Oh boy.
Grab my hand. I got you.
Thank you.
Woo!
Plasma imbalance is reaching critical condition. We are moments from primary system failure.
I got it.
Come on. Go, you stupid thing. Uh-oh. Little help here? Thank you. Shove! I don't know what double W means, but I'm doing it. Beta took her long enough? No kidding. Oh shit!
I got you. Petty Officer Edselar's hurt and unconscious. I'm gonna have to tow her back to the airlock.
Mr. Diaz, the situation has changed. You are at risk of triggering a substantial electromagnetic arc if you approach the main hull the way you came.
But Commander, the way we came is the nearest airlock.
There is an auxiliary hatch near you on the far end of the pylon. You must bring Miss Edselar there to access the interior.
Understood.
Roger that. Going there now.
Whew. Vader, don't you have to ask her out before you put your thing on her? Oh, brother.
I'm at the auxiliary hatch.
Oh, she woke up. Uh-oh. It's getting closer. Time to go. Ladies first.
You go first.
What?
Let me save your neck this time. No time to fight me on this. Get in there.
You better be right behind me.
Leave it. Shit.
We're in.
Whew.
They're safe, bringing the SIF fully online.
Yay. Never heard of it called the SIF before. Makes sense as an abbreviation, though. The price of duty.
Carter!
I'm okay. I'm okay. But that's a lot.
Here, let me help you.
Ooh. New beauty mark.
Medical. We've got one wounded at my location. Millie.
Bitter crispy.
Oh, man.
Nothing a dermal regenerator and a little time in sickbay won't cure.
We'll see you at sickbay.
Status report.
The repair crew made it inside. EPS flow is back to nominal levels. The SIF is back up.
How does this affect mission readiness, Mr. Ermot?
Releasing the docking clamps using hull polarity minimized damage to the Resolute. We'll have some last-minute repairs to make, but if we reapportion some of the staff, we can make our departure on time. As of now, however, we are successfully moored to the station.
Good to hear. Send updates to my ready room. Commander Rydek, with me.
Yes, sir. Do I get a chewing out now?
You disobeyed my orders. Well?
Respectfully, Captain, I made the right choice given the information I had.
You disobeyed my orders! And not just in front of the bridge crew, but the Starbase staff as well. That's going to get around. My name's already tarnished around the fleet. But what is it going to do to my credibility on this ship? From the top to the bottom. Bridge to lower decks.
Captain, I told you I'd be honest, so here it is. Maybe I shouldn't have disobeyed a direct order, but you were wrong. You weren't on board, and you didn't have all the information. So I made the right decision for the ship. If you're worried about your credibility, put your ego aside and trust your crew. Trust me.
You might have won some fans on the bridge with that stunt, but not everyone.
True,
Lieutenant
Vader.
Commander Chovak has already bent my ear.
I'm sure he doesn't take it personally. He'll get over it in time.
Mr. Chovak is more complicated than he would want to admit. I guess we all are. And, if I'm being honest, I'm not sure what I would have done in the moment either. You never really know if you weren't in those shoes. So, let's just boil it down to, you did what you had to.
Thank you for understanding, sir. I'm sure no one knows the burden of command as well as you do.
I'm sure you will, someday. Despite it all, we got our final Starfleet clearance to depart.
Could have been worse.
So if you'll fetch Mr. Ermot, we'll knock out the final details of any outstanding repairs, and then we'll set out for Hotari.
Yes, sir.
Vader shoes in charge of the bridge first. So first officer can do that. Yes, I agree. All I ask is a tall ship.
All departments reporting full mission readiness.
Right.
We've got our full complement on board.
This is my favorite moment, right now.
The start of a new mission is always full of possibility.
The Orion Syndicate could sell it as a drug.
Don't let the Admiralty hear you say that.
Captain on the bridge.
Sit. Sit, everyone. You all know, I'm not big on speeches. We're embarking on the first mission since our refit. Let's make it a good one. Disengage docking clamps.
Here we go.
Docking clamps released.
Thrusters ahead, Mr. Handar.
Quasi, is this episodic? I think so. I don't know if there's episode breaks, though. I haven't played it before, so... I'm expecting we'll probably get a to-be-continued moment. Quasi, damn, they got the clamps fixed fast. Or we docked at a new docking point.
That should do it. Set a course for the Hotari system. Prepare to go to Warp 8.
Aye, Captain.
You know what? You take this one.
Me? Engage.
Gotta go with the classic engage, right? And away we go. One of the options was make way.
Easy. Thank you. I'm fine. Really,
You don't look so good.
Uh-oh.
I have to get to sickbay.
Go.
Commander, help me get her inside.
Ow! Card said do or make it so a lot. And true, he did. Hasn't there been like a little beep 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 on her little ring saying, hey, your whatever levels are low?
Well, that was quite a scare. A few minutes more and it would have been one of the shortest tenures on record for a first officer.
Where's that voice too?
Is that the engineer that was out on the hull?
That storm did a real number on her, but she'll live. Just needs rest. You should worry about yourself. Your duridium levels got dangerously low and destabilized your cell structure.
This is definitely one of the more memorable first days I can think of.
My name is Dr. Aram Duval, Chief Medical Officer. To be honest, I've never met a Kobliad before. You're...
rare. I know.
I was going to say special. Your people's numbers have dwindled, despite the Federation's efforts to find a more readily available alternative to the duridium you...
Quasi, you wish that they would have made the series with Worf as Captain actual series when it got canceled? That would have been cool. Vader, where's the EMH? That would be so funny. You never know, he might show up eventually in an actual emergency.
...need to survive. Yet you joined Starfleet and managed to thrive. I imagine the responsibility must be overwhelming. Maybe even a burden at times.
I know what it means. And I know the responsibility that comes with it. But I can't be anything more than who I am. And if someone has a problem with that, or expects something else, then that's their problem, not mine.
That's exactly right.
Quasi Bones the best doctor.
I won't treat you like a science experiment. I just do the science and leave the experiments to Solano.
You don't agree with his methods?
I don't agree with his definition of acceptable risks. Not when the lives of your crew are at stake. My professional opinion is that the accident took a toll. More than he's willing to admit. He's overstressed, operating in the pressure cooker of his own mind. Which is never a good headspace when the lives of your crew are at stake. What concerns me is that now he's even further away from the thing he's been chasing his entire career. Breakthrough discovery. The major innovation. Something he can put his name on. But the more the time passes and the further out of reach it gets, the more risk he'll be willing to take.
We all have to chase our dreams, don't we? We need to take some risks. Isn't that why we joined Starfleet?
But not at the expense of other people's lives. It's too high a price to pay. And I have to give you credit for what happened on the bridge. It took guts to defy a direct order.
Huh. I guess word travels fast around here.
It's a small ship. And everyone's curious about the new XO. Fortunately, your cell structure's almost completely stabilized.
Yay.
And I'll spare us both the lecture, but I do feel it's my responsibility to remind you, without regular infusions of Duridium, you will not live. It's as simple as that.
Thanks, Doc.
Understood.
Then, my work here is done.
Lieutenant Bedrosian.
I came to see if you were okay. We were all pretty worried on the bridge. No one knew what was happening.
I'm feeling much better. Thank you. It's just part of who I am.
You don't have to explain to me. I understand. I'm just glad you're okay. You trusted me earlier with the shields, and I appreciated that. I want you to know that I have your back.
Thank you.
Yay.
Complete the diagnostic sequence, and this shuttle will be cleared for service.
Yes, sir.
The storm in the Hotari region will interfere with our transporters, so we need all available shuttlecraft in working order.
Excuse me, Commander Trovak.
Petty Officer Maris, I will leave you to your work.
I stopped by sickbay and saw Nilly. I figured you'd want to know.
Did the doc get her fixed up?
She's stable. But there's something about the storm's radiation that's making it hard to heal the energy burns.
That doesn't sound good.
Vader, is it just me, or is a Vulcan as chief engineer kind of weird? No, I don't think it's weird. A little different, maybe. Let's see. Oh, yeah, she's interacted with everyone. Solano's fury over his orders defied, was commanded by Jara's continued rebellious attitude and stubborn opposition to his leadership, leaving him questioning his choice of first officer. Great. Lieutenant Bedrosian admires Jara's need to protect the crew, and Starbase ordered her to disengage the docking clamps, and she thought highly of the complexity of the situation to Captain Solano, and she was relieved when Jara defied Captain Solano's orders and made her own command decisions. Vader, science officer. Okay. Westbrook. Okay, that's new. I think this is same. Dr. Duvall was surprised and somewhat concerned by Jara's cavalier approach to risk, but was encouraged to see her thinking independently when she defied Captain Solano's orders. Commander Trovak did not approve of Jara's unwillingness to follow protocol when she defied Captain Solano's orders to blow the bolts from the docking clamp. Instant caliber was grateful. Yeah, okay, we saw that already. Ad breaks running, so we'll wait. Let's see. Spider-Verse country editor was still somewhat surprised after Carter put his own safety ahead of her own out on the hull. That's not how I would have interpreted it, but okay. Miranda felt encouraged by Carter's warm reception when she first arrived on board. There's it holding out. Oh, okay, I read that already, and we. Alright, I'm gonna let the ad break timer run out, even if it isn't actually running, because I can't tell if it's actually running or not. Where are modes? Oh, right, mode. Controls. There's the controls. Crew. There's the crew. Alright. $20 seconds. Quasi ads are not running? Oh, okay, cool. I think the thing lies to me. Or it's confused. Or some people are getting ads and some people aren't. That seems to happen every once in a while. Alright, it says the break's over.
She's toughing it out. Dr. Duval said she'll be back on duty soon, though.
Vader, you don't see them when you're a subscriber, right? Yeah, if you subscribe, you don't get ads at all. You only get ads if you're not subscribed. So. Quasi Twitch being wonky again. It's nothing new. Of course, with the whole adpocalypse thing going on Twitch right now, I'm not surprised that it's telling me it's running ads, even if it isn't.
Come on. I have to run the final diagnostic.
Oh, the Melville. Cool.
I can't stay long. I've got a long to-do list before we get to Hotari, and things are piling on faster than I can check them off. We're making all our last-minute checks and security, too.
We'll just have to take things as they come.
What was this?
Control what we can, roll with the punches.
Oh, Vader, thanks for gifting a sub to Quasi. Appreciate that, Vader. That should take care of that. There you go.
Next thing you're gonna tell me you're listening to Andorian jazz.
No.
The point is, the right time might never come. So, I'm just gonna roll with it. I had a chance to think about this while I was away. Then you and Nilly almost got killed out on the hall. And I thought it was important that I just come out and tell you. Instead of tiptoeing around it. Or worse.
Wait, are you angry at me or something?
Oh, no, not that.
Couldn't help it.
I'm sorry. I'm probably making too big of a deal here. What I'm trying to say is, we've been really good friends for a long time. But I got back here and I couldn't ignore it anymore. I want to see if there's more between us than just being friends.
Ooh. Sure.
You don't have to explain it. I feel the same way. There is something between us.
So, do you want to find out what that something is? If it's there for you, and it's there for me...
We don't have to put too much pressure on it. Let's just see where this goes.
I like that. Definitely felt some pressure coming down to see you.
These are uncharted territories.
I'd call it a chemistry experiment.
Nerds.
You know, with us.
I'm just really glad that you said something.
Vader, don't friend zone him.
I couldn't wait for you to make the first move. I'm glad too.
So whatever happens next is great with me.
Level 1 diagnostic complete.
I have to get back to that to-do list. They're probably looking for me.
Can't blame them.
This won't come back to bite them in the ass later, right?
I'll be seeing you.
Cast adrift.
Approaching the rendezvous point outside Atari space.
Helm, bring us out of warp.
Dropping to impulse.
Ionic interference surging, Captain.
Oh boy. Clunk.
Shield integrity holding.
We can take it.
We are at the correct coordinates to meet the shuttle.
Commander Rydek, find us our diplomat, if you will.
Aye, Captain. Let's reduce the noise. Filter out environmental signals. I can manually tune what's left for Federation signal types.
Is it doing anything? Oh, here we go. This is a little annoying. The arrows say to spin it in a circle, but I'm actually moving the mouse back and forth. There we go.
I've located the shuttle.
Opening comms.
On screen.
It was... You could tell the game was made for a controller. I was moving the mouse, thinking, oh, I need to, scroll it. No, I needed to do little circles, as if it was the thumbstick. That's what was going on.
Shuttle to Resolute. Shuttle to Resolute. Debris field. Lost maneuvering. Losing.
I can't get it any clearer.
We won't get a transporter lock. It's just not happening.
Power up the tractor beam. We'll pull them directly into the docking bay.
Diaz, you good to run the tractor emitter?
Yes, sir.
Come on, Diaz.
Ooh. Yay.
First thing, lock onto the shuttle and stabilize the rotation.
Okay. Now that I know what I'm doing, that's much easier. Oh, it's a shuttle from the Excelsior. Cool. It also looks like it's straight out of the movie.
We're pulling in debris.
I'm on it.
Use tractor beam to deflect the asteroids. Oh, no, you don't. Nope. Got it. What the? Ruh-roh, Raggy.
That's gonna take out the shuttle. Diaz, the bridge. There's a large piece of debris headed for the shuttle. The tractor beam can't handle it.
Can our shields take it?
I believe so.
Commander Rydek, plot an intercept course.
On it. Here we go. Maneuvering thrusters bearing 53 Mark 17, 200 meters on an intercept course.
Maneuvering.
Ooh.
Got it.
Whoa! Someone's working hard on the bridge.
Yahoo! Yeah. That shuttle looks like it's straight out of Star Trek 6.
We're on our way down to meet them.
Or 6? 5? That era. There's no problem that you cannot resolve with a phaser,
so to speak.
Ambassador Spock.
Crab, you going to bed? Have a good night. Thanks, Crab. Have a good night. Talk to you later.
The captain will be right down to meet you, sir.
In that case, I will wait for him here.
Well, let let me be the first to say, welcome to the Resolute, Ambassador.
Thank you, Petty Officer...
Carter? Carter Diaz, sir.
I am pleased to meet you, Petty Officer Carter Diaz. It appears I have you to thank for my safe arrival. Your assistance arrived not a moment too soon, if I may say so.
Well, it wasn't all me. I got some help from upstairs.
A bombastic approach to clearing debris. We thought we were prepared for our arrival in Hotari space, but it is evident my craft was not sufficiently robust for such intense ionic activity.
The storm has been pretty intense.
There was an element that was most unusual. Before you came to our aid, our maneuvering thrusters and impulse engines were rendered inoperable. So we attempted a short traversal at warp speed, only to find that we could not achieve warp at all, even though our diagnostics computer showed no faults or anomalies. What do you make of that? When all indications say that warp speed is possible, but in practice, we find it is not.
Well, this storm is one of the strangest phenomena we've ever encountered. It's disrupted other systems. Who knows what it might do to a warp drive?
Yes, it would seem further investigation.
Quasi, it feels so weird hearing his voice again. That's not actually Leonard Nimoy. It's a sound-alike voice actor. Because I remember when the game first came out, they were talking about the fact that they hired someone that could do a similar sounding voice to Nimoy's.
Is called for.
Take readings, run some additional diagnostic checks, and we'll get to the bottom of this.
Quite logical, Petty Officer Diaz. Thank you.
Ambassador Spock.
Excuse me.
I'm honored to have you aboard. I'd like to get right to it. We're already behind.
But I'll admit that is impressively close. Kind of like hearing Matt Mercer as the voice of Indiana Jones in the Indiana Jones trailer.
Ambassador Spock, my senior staff. It's not every day that a captain gets to welcome a Starfleet legend aboard.
You flatter me, Captain Solano. But legend implies the past tense, whereas I am very much focused on our present circumstances.
I didn't mean to suggest you were stuck in the past. You're right, Ambassador. Not the most diplomatic choice of words.
We're all curious about the future, Ambassador. Specifically, what exactly are we getting involved in here?
We got the basics from Starfleet. Two formerly peaceful neighbors are now on the brink of war.
Indeed, and the tension between them grows fiercer by the hour.
Vader, Stephen Merchant in Portal 1 and 2 was amazing. Yes. Who did he voice? Name sounds familiar, but I can't. Terrible with remembering who's who. Also, is it just me, or is there no episodic chapter breaks, or is the title cards the chapter breaks? Because I could see what happens if it says I'm going to go. Are you sure you want to exit the game? I want to go to the main. Yeah, let's see what happens. Because we're about to the end of where I normally stop stream. Dive. This really? I can't just. That's lame. Fuzzy, you think the title card is the break? Yeah, I'm starting to think so too. Vader, tall, thin guy with glasses, British bloke. Okay. Who was he in Portal 1 and 2 though, Vader? I guess that's the part that I'm not sure about. Well, I'm gonna hit. Yeah, it looks like the debriefing with Spock will be where we pick up if I hit. Let's test that theory. Yep. Totes. Sweet. All right then. I'm gonna, since we just hit one and we're at the 2-hour mark, I think we'll call it there. Good call, Quasi, on the title break thing. Makes sense. So we're gonna stop it here for this week, everybody, and we will be back with more Star Trek. Subtitle just totally jumped out of my brain. Seriously, me? Resurgence. I kept wanting to say Renegade, and I knew that was wrong, because that's a different one. Is Renegade even a game? Or am I thinking about another thing? Beta, the voice from the floating ball in 1, and the bad guy voice from the computer that took over. He took over in part 2. He was Wheatley in 2, and then did one of the cores. Gotcha. Okay. Yes. Great voice. So, actually, you know, I'm just gonna just exit the game real quick. Makes it easier to find someone to raid if I just hit the old exit button. Alright, let's see who we can raid. If there's anyone on. Oh, Llama's playing Morrowind. Llama's still playing Morrowind? Does he get ready to stop? Looks like he's going to be going for a bit. Let's raid Llama. Start raid. Alright, everyone. We're going to raid Llama. Thanks again for jumping in. Thanks again, Al, for the raid, Vader for the gift sub, and for everyone else just being lovely people. I don't know what we're doing, but I think we're gaming. Al, the team, and I are gaming tomorrow, so hope to see you there. Otherwise, next Friday for some more Star Trek Resurgence. And other than that, I hope you have a wonderful weekend and a great week. For those of you that are in the U.S. and celebrate, I hope you have a wonderful Turkey Day next Thursday. And until then, I guess about it. So, I'm not missing anything else? No, I don't think so. Alright, everyone. We're going to raid Llama now. Have a wonderful time. And, as always, stay safe out there.